Hello, I'm Jeremy. I just giving you a little basic tour of our Thor Magnitude 2022 RS36. You can see the overhead bunk. It has a nice sunshade that goes up and down, so you can really see a lot of sights. Obviously, up here, this folds up, so you can get in and out easily from driving, so you never really have to go outside for setting up. This easily sleeps 2 kids if need be. You could actually fit 2 adults in here as well. And it has good airflow on top of all that. Over here, you got hookups for DVDs and all your electronics. And this has really good storage. I mean, this is a good size bin that we hold stuff. You got the same thing here. You got 2 lazy boys that kick out. They're very, very comfortable, especially in transit. The dinette set is very comfortable as well. We have 2 boys, so we use the seat belts here. They're just underneath the cushions here. You have good storage underneath, pops right out.
You mentioned the TV.
You also have a swing out TV. It's nice and easy, so you can bring it here. You can angle it any which way that you would like. You can sit here, sit there, and sit all the way in the back if you wanted to. Overhead, tons of storage. This coach has a lot. As you look all the way back, this is all storage. On top here, you have more storage up here. It's good for adults to hide stuff from the kids. And then obviously this is your tech center. It's a smart coach basically. Everything is connected. Hard to see. Got a home page. You can tell how much fresh water you have, gray, black, how much LP you have. You can start and stop your generator. You know what the temperature is everywhere. You know what your voltage are with your batteries. You can control your lights. Nice, easy master on, master off. Here's your temperature controls, the furnace. You can have the kitchen fan or the mid bathroom fan up to kind of get some circulation if you're cooking inside. Nice, easy. This is one slide. It's a one whole wall slide, which we'll show you. And then the awning does a really good job covering a lot of space outside. And then here's all your settings. Yeah, you can use it through your mobile app with everything. So very, very nice, user friendly. I'm not the best with technology and I can figure it out, so it works out. You got more storage for the pantry. These are huge. It's almost a good 2.5 feet back. Deep drawers, very deep. Nice little latch while you're in transit. Refrigerator, good space. And actually this cools down pretty fast for a big fridge, which is very helpful for getting things going. Kitchen area, tons of storage. You got a convection microwave. You can cook anything you want in there. This is really important with the stove, especially with kids, so it's really nice. It's a true induction, so you just need the pan heats up, so this surface never really gets hot, or you can use gas, so you have the best of both options. Tons of storage for all your pans, coffee makers, and then we keep our garbage from underneath here, which is nice and out of the way.
Can you do the pop-up outlets?
This is very helpful, and they were really thoughtful because they changed the different angles, which has been very helpful. Coffee makers, any power. And you have a nice window. When you look around, you have tons of windows, which is more common in a fifth wheel, in my opinion, but you get it also in a Super C. Here's another area where you can control lights, the fan that's up above, right above the cooking area. So this is very powerful, very nice to get any smoke or cooking. The water pump is here, and also the water pump can be controlled inside the bathroom, which has its own lights. Bunk beds, very spacious. I mean, I think they're about 70 inches, 72 inches, and each has a USB port. It also has an iPad holder for the kids. And if you are not using them, you could always flip this up, which is awesome. It flips all the way up, and then you have just a massive closet. So you can hang everything, you can use it for storage at the end of the day, which we have done that in the past for one of our kids sleeps up there. These open and close really nice. If you want to just keep it nice and private, the other one closes as well. There we go. Awesome. Same thing with bathroom. It stays nice and tight in transit. I just keep it closed when you're in transit, and then it doesn't bounce around at all. The bathroom is very simple, basic, but very efficient and nice. So shower. I'm 6'2", 250, and I fit in there. So
Very tall shower. Yep.
yeah, very tall. Pressure and good storage in the bathroom as well. The toilet is a macerator toilet, which is very helpful. Just breaking stuff down, ease. Very powerful, and it's a solid structured toilet. It's not plastic, which is very comfortable. If you want privacy or anything, you can close this. Look at that. Hello. But it works out very well. It's a king size bed, camper king, and obviously you got tons of storage again, just absolutely ton. Great back window, let the air flow in from the side windows into this window. You have storage on this side, you have storage on the sides here. And up above, these are very deep. You can put a lot of stuff, blankets, extra stuff, clothes, secondary clothes. Obviously it's Super C, so there's a lot of space. Very important here is an option for a single, we keep one of our fans here. It's a closet space, or it could be a washer dryer all in one. There is a hookup behind this panel, and then there's a power cord in there. So you can have your own washer and dryer machine in this unit. Same thing here, all your ladders that you need for anything are stored in here, and they have good lights as well. And or you can use it for closet space. These drawers are deep and nice. They're nice closed touch. Open in here, same thing. The ones down here, you would put, different clothing. The only thing is when the slide is in, it does come and cover these a little bit, but in reality, you're gonna have all the other clothes and just kind of plan accordingly. You have a master switch here to turn off everything in the coach in the back, so you don't have to go all the way up to the front and stumble through the night and fall. Safety first. Yeah. TV works. We can turn it on when you guys throw up. Look at that, duffel bag. A lot of space. You can hide all good stuff in here. You can put a VCR, good lord, DVD player if need be. Just updated myself there. Good lord.
How about an 8-track?
How about an 8-track? Goodness. And it just latches really nice. You got a big window here. Great for setting stuff up. All your electronics and your water is underneath here. 75-gallon water tank, which is absolutely huge if you want to dry camp. Go visit people, driveways, all your electronics, and your hot water heater, and then obviously your fuse box is right there. Nice, easy access. First walk in, you got your step here. You got your master powered on, so when you're storing it or just want all the power, you just hit this once. All the power goes on. This is your converter, which will show you in a storage bay. Here's your battery power, and then also you can turn the lights on, and you can retract the awning and everything that you need. And you got your fire extinguisher. Underneath here is your access to battery. Underneath one of these. All right, we'll just cut that one off. Oh, it's this one. So here's the access to the battery panel. If you need it, it just locks just like that. That's one. If you have your step, you can turn it off and have it stay out the whole time, or over retract. That's that safety mechanism, so if you get your step and you turn the ignition on and you put it in drive, that'll automatically go in, so you're not gonna, it's a good safety feature. Same thing with your hydraulic jacks. We could show a demonstration of that. If you put it in park and you got your hydraulic jacks, they'll beep, beep, beep. It's a safety mechanism, they'll automatically come up. So that way you're not damaging those hydraulics. When you open, it goes like that. You lock the step in, just flip the switch up, and then it'll stay out. It's nice and easy. You got outdoor TV with your sound bar. You can pull it out here. You got the remote. Right underneath that, the only one without a lock, that's where your LP tank is, and then your hydraulics for the auto leveling is right there. Slam door, which is nice. Got an outlet if you need. You got a table, chairs, cooking outside. Good storage again. This passes through, so you got a good, gap on this side. If you get a visual, you can see on the other side there. And this also, there's one up front for that, and they also have a light in here too, so you can see what you're doing. Outdoor kitchen. You got a good sized fridge, a little freezer. Got a little storage right here to put everything you need. The sink here, once you turn it on, you fill it up, you hit this button, and then it will add to your gray tank. You got a little space here to put sponge or whatever you want. You can see how thick the siding is here, so it's very well built. Your freshwater connect, and the nice thing having out here is your LP connect. Very important. So if you got a mobile grill that you want to bring, or Blackstone, you could just hook right into there, connect it with the LP. Here's a hot exhaust, which you probably saw. Working our way around here. Good sized ladder. It holds me just fine. You can walk on top of the roof, which is awesome. Your backup camera, you'll see it as you rear mirror. It's very good seeing. This has excellent, when you're driving, you have total vision of everywhere you want to go. The mirrors are great, the backup camera is great, and it gives you the feet, which we can show you. Hitch, we put the hitch because we tow a couple things, but this can tow 12,000 pounds, so it pretty much can tow whatever you would like traveling. So like I said, this is a one slide unit, so a whole wall slide. And again, I'm 6'2". I like to say 200 pounds, but I'm not. And I can fit underneath here pretty easy, whatever I need to get. This is where we store a lot of the tanks, connections, the 50 amp, so it's 2 air conditioning, so it's a 50 amp service that you would need. We actually have one we created with our house, so we have it plugged in. And then you can see the amount of storage you get for one of these bays. This is the smaller of the one that still have some pass-through. Same thing here. That's a tire.
That's a tire.
That's a tire. That's a good sized tire. Actually, on the tire, if you ever want to check, so it's a dually. This is the other tire, so this is where you would check the inside tire. It rides great. We've owned 2 travel trailers, a 5th wheel, and the nice thing with this, you don't have that chucking. You get bumps and stuff, but it handles those very, very nicely on the road, the suspension. But like with 5th wheels, great space, but you get that chucking back and forth. You don't get that driving this, which is really nice. You can see the single pane glass. They're very nice and tinted, but they look really nice. And the whole wall paint is fantastic. This is important here. It's a double wide, so this is how you close it. And then you just pull on that and it opens nice and easy. That one goes first, this one goes back. That's where you keep hoses. You have 2. When you dump here, you have a nice little hole here. If you're set up, just unscrew this, and then you can put the hose through here. This center thing moves, so obviously you do black first, then gray. It's all connected to just very nice and simple 2 spots. When you're done, it's nice and clean. You could have drainage. You could leave this open if there's a bunch of water compartment. This is really just nice for a wet bay. Low point drain here, and then obviously the wastewater. This is your black tank. If you need to use hot water, you can use that, or outdoor shower. And this is your black water flush, which is important. It's all very nicely, it's not on the other side where a lot of campers have. It's nice and right there. So very, very efficient. And then here's the generator. You got a 6,000 Onan diesel generator. And then nice thing is too, the DEF fluid for the whole rig is right there, so it's nice and easy to fill up at a gas station. The one thing is with gas here's one. This is the front, and then, this is the back gas tank. So there are 2 tanks to this unit. This one. So when you go and fill up at a gas station or a truck stop, you can fill, you only have to do it once. You can park it equidistant, friend, you can start filling in the front or filling in the back. The back is gonna run as you go down the road. That's gonna empty first. The front might empty a little bit, but it'll keep the front tank for the generator. So the back tank's going to. And it holds, well, I think it's 65 gallons, which is a lot. So you can have all the power. This is limited hours. This is under 150 hours. Since we've owned it, we've only put about 31 hours on the generator on a few trips. Runs great, easy start. All you gotta do is just hold that button up, let it prime, and it starts right up. You can also start it inside. And then here's more storage, and it's also pass-through. So we actually have a 6-foot table up there. It fits nice and easy, and there's still more storage. Obviously it's folded in half, but you can store whatever you would like. Here's the exhaust for the generator, and then the cameras. So whenever you turn on the mirror or the blinker, you could see your blind spot on the whole length of the coach. So when I said you could see everything that's around you and you're driving, we've driven through downtown Nashville, high traffic areas, you're just fine. There's a nice light. This is a good size slide, and obviously with the mirrors again. You got commercial grade tires here. They're very, very helpful. They ride great. And then also this is a F600 chassis, which is pretty important. That's what they started building these on. I think starting in 2022, they used to be on the 550 chassis. Just adds a little bit more. And probably the biggest thing that a lot of other campers don't, Class A and other Class C's, is this actually, since it's Ford, you got the diesel power stroke, but actually is a 4x4. So you have 4-wheel drive in this coach, which is very advantageous for, you know, whatever you need. Obviously the front, the engine, kind of swing around here. Here's your other camera. And then here's a big storage bay up front. You want to carry more of that weight here up here. This is your inverter, and you can see the storage or the pass-through storage on top. And then this is your other camera to see on your right side.
I want to show inside the front real quick.
Sure. So it's very comfortable. I've owned a 2500 diesel Ford truck before. It literally is about the same. A little bit difference in the seating, but still very comfortable. The dashboard, and if you're used to that, and if you're not used to it, it's very user-friendly.
Apple CarPlay.
Apple CarPlay, which is really helpful. And then, actually, you also ride pretty tall, which is nice. And just my personal preference, that sounds pretty cool. This is really important. Hopefully it shows up in the camera. That's your rear mirror. So that's the back. You get to see a ton of space back there backing up. I have it loaded, otherwise you'll see these little dash lines that will tell you if you're a foot, 2 foot, or 3 foot. We just have nice little shade here, good viewing, good seeing. Like I said, you got 4-wheel drive here. If you're towing or trailer braking, here's that. Yeah, trailer disconnected, yes, I understand. You also got a 12 volt that we sometimes put a fan up here. Very self-explanatory, in all honesty. Your power brake is here. So when you have to have it on auto level, which is very important. I learned that. Put the parking brake on, and then you level, and then you put the slide out in that order. And then you do the same thing in reverse. You can add a bunch of lights if you want with all these auxiliaries. You can light it up as much as you want, and then obviously, you know, theft auto. It does have an exhaust.
I'm just showing these two.
Yep, space. And it does have an exhaust brake, so it really drives nice, especially down hills, mountains. Handles great, to be honest. And you have really good space in between. You don't have the up thing, but then you can go pass through. You got 3 cups, but you could have put a bin here and then put more storage here as well, if need be. And also, again, I'm about 6'2", And I don't even have it all the way back if need be. I can move it all the way. And you can have it all the way back, and the slide still will go in behind you. So this is with the whole wall slide enclosed. So that's probably the most important thing that we liked about it, is everything's still functional. You can get in and out of the cab. Honestly, you just got to hit a few buttons to level it, move the slide out, and you can just run the generator if you really wanted to, so you never really have to go outside. You can still use the front cap space. This is still functional. Everything, the kitchen, as you walk back, this is important too. The whole refrigerator opens completely, so you have access to everything. You have access to the bathroom, very important. The kids can still sleep, or whoever can still sleep, and then obviously you can still sleep back here. The only thing you don't really have access to 100% are the drawers, but in the grand scheme of things, if you're traveling, you're probably not going to need that.